Hello. My name is Annie, and today I'm doing my final unstuffing for November. So I'm late and I have not been uploading very much. There's a big story behind it. It's a gazillion degrees today, but I still need to have a coffee. Okay, I think I last left you mid-November, so I'd only spent, apparently $807 at that point. Pretty normal spending, bills, that kind of fun stuff, I think. Then the spending really ramped up in the last 2 weeks of the month. And I got so very busy. You'll notice that I didn't do any grocery shopping. There was no food. Why? Because my building had its annual general meeting, so the AGM. This is the legal requirement of every apartment building. You basically need to have all the owners turn up and vote on the finances. Now, typically, most people don't care until their levies go up. But my building was previously, and unfortunately, controlled dominantly by the developer. I've mentioned it before, but I've been on the Strata committee for some time, and I am again this year. But long story short, the developer basically was refusing to hold our legal requirement of the AGM. It happened regardless. But they want to keep the levies low, so they can sell apartments and all of that fun stuff. But, we've got normal operating expenses. I live in quite a swanky place. And basically, it turns out we're in so much freaking debt, a lot of debt. So in the lead up to the AGM, a couple of the owners, a couple of the Strata committee members, and we all really worked together to try and raise awareness and literally force people to turn up at the AGM. So where we did very successfully outnumber the developer by a significant margin. We're talking more than 100 people turned up to the AGM, which is excellent and rare. Usually about, 20 people turn up. And we had to convince people to raise levies by $1 million. We were we need this money now. Now. Vote. So I was not sleeping. I basically did not sleep for 5 nights in a row. Meals were had next door at my neighbor's. I'm not kidding. I literally just went next door to eat, took over their dining table with my crazy mess of numbers and stuff like that. So my bills have gone up. And we were doing so many all-nighters, getting in touch with owners overseas, getting their proxy votes. It was a huge David and Goliath kind of thing. Anyway, so I bought some water, apparently. Phone bill was $44. Electricity bill came out $70.52. That was for last month. Now it's been really hot here in Sydney. I've had the aircon on, and in fact I've slept with it on the last couple of nights. So I anticipate the next one to be much higher. Black Friday sales were on amidst the whole thing, so I bought some more shampoo, toilet paper was on special, stuff for the family, even tissue boxes. Then, of course, dinner on the Friday night because I had not done any grocery shopping at all. In fact, the night of the AGM, after it finished, one of the girls and I had to go begging in the group chat to be no, seriously, we have not done grocery shopping, we have not cooked. We have not done laundry for a week. For you guys. One of you better feed us. Moisturizer apparently $53.78, more toiletries $72.89, mum $63, snack. Yeah. The weight did drop pretty drastically this last week. So 54.2 kilos to 53.7 kilos. I was eating a lot, but I think the non-sleeping kind of thing just took care of the weight loss. Yeah, bills, fun stuff. This week up to the 24th was $498.39. Then comes the last week of November. Did go to Aldi, apparently, $15.87, probably for milk and fruit. I was actually literally sending out my neighbours and other people on the Strata committee. I was like, you need to go get me milk. They're like, funny. I'm like, no, I'm serious. And when they saw me, they were like, yeah, no, understood. You look frazzled. I was. Yeah, doing all the legal paperwork and stuff like that does require a lot of effort. Plus, I still had to work regularly, you know. When you're on the Strata committee, it is an unpaid volunteer position. But realistically, you want people in charge of, you know, a major budget who either understand the law, understand finances, understand just human decency. Yeah, like, it's such a thing. Yeah, my building's scandals. There was even a whole thing with the affair lady whose husband had signed over his legal proxy to me. I know. And then at the last minute, signed over legal proxy to someone else. Meanwhile, the affair lady's like contacting me on WhatsApp, like, oh yeah, like I need you to do X, Y, and Z for me. I was like, lady, no, you've just taken away your legal proxy. So, no, whatever. It's a thing. I'm still kind of exhausted from this, even though it's been a few weeks. It's been like 2 weeks. I was focusing on basically just catching up on sleep and re-upping the brain power. Water bill came out, $186. I did get cash back. My bank, ING, does give a 1% cash back for all utility bills. And as always, I have a sign-up link in my description box below. I believe if you sign up with them using my referral code, the bank will give you $100 and give me $100. But it's always in the description box below. I'm mortgaged for them anyway. More snacks for $12.15. Wine, $16.15. The wine consumption went up so very heavily. One of the other girls on the committee and I, we were just whining and boozing until like 4:30 in the mornings. We were like, you know what? If we have to process the paperwork and work out exactly how much we're in deficit by, we better be getting on the wine. I also had a discount on my health insurance. I believe they were offering 6 weeks of free insurance, so I only had to pay the $30.50 for I believe, the rest of the rollover period. Then I had Christmas early with my friends. I did a full roast, like a full giant roast. It turns out it was too much, in fact. I didn't know who was exactly turning up because some people have to organise childcare and stuff like that. But I got 4 roasts, small ones, so that they cook faster. And I did a pork belly. There was a red wine onion gravy. There was a lot of potatoes, vegetables. Anyway, it was a whole thing. But I believe it was reasonably cheap. We did dinner. I cooked. I believe I only spent like about $160 when all was said and done. No, $260, sorry, when all was said and done. Yeah, quite an economical meal once you split it out. Anyway, I will just take that out of splurge. Yeah, council rates came out, $346, more Christmas food. My website renewal for my business, and my Strata levies. Yeah, this is the thing that went up drastically. Although we had the AGM just the week before, we were like, we're going to need you to pay the money like now. You get like a week, less than a week. We need money now, pay. Now, to be fair, everyone did agree to it. And, you have to literally pass the budget at the AGM. And the majority of people who turn up on the night decide the budget for the next year. Our major costs were that we needed to raise a special levy. Now, I think a lot of people freak out when they hear the word special levy because they think it means defects or something like that. No, not for us. We needed to come up with just a tad under $270,000 for our insurance premium. Yeah, you have to have insurance, right? And everybody knows that insurance is up and up and up, like everything else. The cost of living, your car insurance is up. Yeah, your contents insurance is up, but the building's insurance is obviously way up because we're insured for more than $214 million. So, our insurance premium is obviously high. So we need the special levy. We also needed to pay people back. And also last year we didn't get our windows cleaned. Yeah, my external windows are pretty feral. Like I've got some bird poop on it and a spider's it's not even a web. At this point, it's like a nest. It's probably like at least 1.5 meters long. Anyway, that needs to be done. And window cleaning in a high-rise costs you like $30,000 plus, plus GST. So we needed to raise the money for that. I was mega sleep deprived that night. And owners were just like, just tell us how much. Just really angry. They were really angry. And I was like, excuse me, why don't you look over there? Yeah, to the people who put you into this position. Ugh. I hesitate to call them people. Yeah, these things have no regard for me, no regard for anyone else, and are happily living in a fantasy world of lies. Anyway, the developers publicly, tried to damage my reputation at the thing, and I think the owners just weren't having it. So I just said to the owners, hey, if you don't like my attitude, you don't have to vote for me, but at least I can do maths. Yeah, so it was a thing. Anyway, they did vote for me back onto the Strata committee, but luckily we have very, very competent people now on the committee. But either way, my Strata levy is now $1,151. And then I had the special levy of $453. So really, I had to pay about $1,600 to come up with that within a week. It's fine. I had to juggle things around. I did take some out of my bills and some of the sinking fund for Strata levy. So this was a very, very spendy week, mostly because of bills. I spent $2,559.43 this week, taking my November total to $3,865.07. That's painful, right? Let's unstuff. Bills. I started the month with $2,195. I left you at 2,100, and now because I'm taking my water bill, my health insurance, my phone bill, etc., and that special levy for building insurance is coming out of bills, I'm now left with $1,225. So 1,100, 200, 20, 25, 1,225. Yeah, I do keep obviously a buffer in here for things like summer. I did receive my next electricity bill, and it's already gone up into like the $80-something region. Yeah, and I think I only turn on aircon maybe once or twice those 2 days. Yeah, my next one after that, I do anticipate to be in the hundreds. I just have been sleeping with the air conditioning on. It's just too hot. Council rates, that one also came out. Taking out 350, 1 to 350, leaving me with $100. Strata levy, of course, the big one, and it's going to be high for the next quarter after that. I believe we asked the owners to agree to an 82% increase, plus the special levy, the one-time special levy this time, 80. So next time it will be 82% increase on what it was, when it was low. And then next year we're going to bring it back down again. But yeah, people are really upset about the gardens and the windows and, the car park cleaning as well. So, we live in a luxury build, and if you want the luxury things that go with a luxury build, then you got to pay for it. I know, I was the one primarily pushing for it. I was on the night, I was like, if you want this done, you need to pay for it. But it does hurt. It was a huge increase. Anyway, I started the month with $1,180, and I'm leaving $30 behind. So $1,150 coming out. At least my windows will be cleaned eventually. Food, groceries. I don't know what the hell I ate. I honestly don't. I did cook the first week of November, and maybe the second week. I don't remember. I really don't. I don't. Luckily, my neighbours are retired and generous. So, apparently I have $55 left. $55 left, and I think I'll just redistribute this with December's cash stuffing. Splurge. I took everything out of Splurge. I just can't be bothered calculating the Christmas stuff from the Christmas Savings Challenge, so whatever. I started the month with $970, and I'm finishing the month with $475. So we've got 100, 200, 300, 400, 50, 70, 75, 475 in Splurge. I didn't actually find the Black Friday sales that attractive. I mean, there were some things that I did pick up, like just household items. I was like, oh, look, toilet paper is $3 cheaper than usual. Better buy toilet paper. Tissue boxes are $3 off. Ooh. Yeah. Shampoo. I did get my fancy shampoo. That was on sale for, I think, 25% off. So I did get a couple bottles. Oh, how awful. I am now addicted to the good stuff. Yeah. At first I was like, who's going to pay that much money for a bottle of shampoo when the supermarket $5 stuff will do? Yeah, it doesn't make any difference. Then I tried one, and then my hair does genuinely, like, it sucks. And then I tried it, and it did make a difference. Oh well. Oh well. If I want it, I have to pay for it, right? That's what I told the owners, so better apply that to my own life. So splurge, home and miscellaneous. I think shampoo is coming out of here. I started the month with $250, then I ended the month with $30. So $30. Family. I started the month with $180 and finished with $85. 50, 70, 80, 85. And I don't think I took anything out of gifts and hosting. I just took it out of splurge. I will have to do a major wine restock. Yeah, like I said, we blew through a lot of wine, just basically staying up late, trying to get the building's affairs in order. My best friend likes to throw the wine bottles down my garbage chute. We have a recycling chute, and hear it tinker all the way down and crash into the dumpster. I had like 8 bottles of wine for her to throw, and she was like, oh my God, how much alcohol have you consumed? I was like, it wasn't just me, it was a couple of the girls. Yeah. The stories I have about my building. Yeah, I live in a place of intrigue, gossip, and sometimes quite a lot of frustration. But hopefully this year it'll all be much, much better. Bank rollover, just rolling over the excess dollars and cents. I had $19.38 for the month. So yeah, quite a spendy month, I think, month on month. Looking at this year so far, November has been the highest of them all, $3,865.07, compared to the lowest January, $1,138. So yeah, my business is actually starting to wind down for the year. I will be taking my annual leave in December and January, so my budget for the next couple of cash stuffings will be a bit lower, but yeah, I think I'll be fine. Pay the mortgage, pay the bills. Fun is to be had in the building, right? I'll just invite the girls over. Yeah, we've got to get girls' night on the books all over again. More gossip. More gossip. There are things that are wheels within wheels, yeah? But when you tell it to other people, like the guys in the building and the other Strata committee members, they're like, how do you know this information? I was like, well, we have friends in the building, okay? And they like us, so they tell us things, and that's how we get things done, okay? Anyway, I'm going to have to start seriously saving all over again for the next quarter's Strata levy. Yeah, that's expensive. Oh well. I'll just be happy that my windows will be getting cleaned. I hope you've all been well, and I will catch you next time. Bye.